Joining me for another episode of Sam's Tech Stuff. Today, we're taking a look at the NVMe heatsink that I'm running on my Western Digital SN750 1TB SSD. I game and I edit videos on my main PC, so this SSD gets quite the workout. Without any heatsink, when I had installed it, I was noticing temperatures under load were getting right around the 70 degrees Celsius range in my case. This is partly due to the workload that the SSD is running under, but it's also partly due to the unfortunate fact that most gaming PCs, the motherboard specifically, put the main M.2 PCI Express NVMe slot underneath or directly next to your graphics card, which is always basically directly under your CPU and the cooler. The bulk of the heat generated in your computer is pretty much concentrated right in this particular area, and this is right where your M.2 SSD would be placed. Running this heatsink with the tiny amount of case airflow that I actually get in this section of my case reduced the maximum temperatures on this SSD down to the low to mid 50s Celsius. A reduction of 10 to 20 degrees Celsius is a huge improvement. This heatsink is designed for the most common SSDs in gaming PCs, which is the 2280. I can definitely verify in my case that the vendor claim of a 10 to 20 degree reduction in the temperature is definitely possible. The heatsink comes with thermal pads to bridge the air gap on the top and the bottom side of the SSD to maximize heat transfer. The bottom piece of the heatsink screws into the top of the heatsink, providing more surface area. This allows